This is a video in slow English to help you practice your listening comprehension. I went to an ancient British festival called Flora-Day. Flora-Day is an event which happens in Helston down in Cornwall, and it is hundreds and hundreds of years old. Flora-Day is a festival which celebrates the coming of spring. So traditionally, this was a festival which arose from Celtic culture. It came from Celtic culture to celebrate the end of winter and the beginning of summer. So when you see we decorate the streets with lots of greenery, with lots of flowers, it's to celebrate the summer. The first recorded mention of Flora-Day is from 1790, and every single year since then, the town has celebrated Flora-Day on the 8th of May by having dances go through the town where people dance in and out of shops. They dance all the way through the town to this one iconic song called the Furry Dance. There are 4 dances, one at 7 o'clock, one at 10 o'clock, one at 12 o'clock, and one at 5 o'clock. There is also something called the Hal-an-tow, which I will describe more later on. The dances are made up of partners, and in order to dance, you have to have some kind of connection to the town of Helston. The 5 o'clock and the 7 o'clock dances were traditionally the servants' dance. So these were dances which were made to fit around people's workday. So you could dance before and after going to work. They then have a dance at midday, which is for the lords and the ladies. It's for the gentry, the posh people, the rich people of the town. And I will explain a little bit more about this later. The first dance is at 7 o'clock in the morning. So in order to see the dance, we had to leave the house very early. I think we left the house at about 6 a.m. to get to the town of Helston and to have a good position to watch the dance begin. We parked on a street, but there are also car parks. You can park in a car park, but we parked at a friend's house. And when you walk into the town, it was like 6:30, something like this, and you could already hear the atmosphere. You could already hear that things were exciting. The church bells were ringing in the churchyard, and this is such a beautiful clip, I think. So I'll let you enjoy the sound of the bells. There were lots of people walking into town because lots of people like to see the first dance of the day. A few days in advance, they decorate all of the shops with greenery, with sort of green stuff, and they decorate the streets with bunting, so like flags over the top of the street. People wait to watch the dances in the windows. People wear lily of the valley flowers on their lapel. Your lapel is here on your shirt. Now, for about half an hour, we were just waiting for the 7 o'clock dance to start. There were lots of people who were doing the same thing. So the band was waiting, the dancers were waiting, people were waiting to see the dance begin. About 10 seconds before it turned 7 o'clock, it was very, very quiet as everybody waited for the town clock to strike 7. And as soon as that happened, the dance began, the furry dance began. Honestly, I was really emotional watching the band begin. So this is a festival which as a child I would go to all the time. I used to go to Florida every single year, but I've not been now for 10 years. So I was really excited, and when the band started, I cried. I literally cried. That's why you can hear this man go, "She's crying." It's true. I was crying. As the band goes by, you can see the mayor leads the dance. So this lady with the chain of office around her neck, that is the mayor of the town. And behind her are the dancers, the couples who are dancing together. And what they will do is when the band strikes up this kind of second melody, they all switch partners, which you can see here. This dance goes on for, I think it's just under 2 hours. And the dancers will go to various different areas of the town. So we were able to move about the streets and find them in different places, which was so amazing. Food and drink is another really, really big part of this festival. So even though it's 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see that some people are drinking already. Some people have beers or gin or whatever. It's kind of part of the day. I did not start drinking yet. First, it was time for breakfast. So we decided to let the dancers go and we went to breakfast at a nearby restaurant. And here I had a cranberry juice and like a full English breakfast on toast, like a vegetarian full English on toast with halloumi and avocado and poached eggs. It was really good. Once the 7 o'clock dance is over, you have something called the Hal-an-tow. And this is probably the craziest part of all of Florida because this is the tradition that is most Celtic, the most kind of pre-Christianization in the UK. What you see with the Hal-an-tow is two things. One, you see a lot of people waving branches of sycamore. Sycamore is a type of tree. You see people waving branches of sycamore around and they are making a lot of noise. A lot of noise. They have whistles, they have horns, they have drums. The reason for this is they are trying to scare away the demons of winter. They are scaring away winter itself. You will also notice that lots of these people are dressed in costumes. Some people are dressed as hedges, but some people are dressed as dragons, as knights, loads and loads of crazy, crazy costumes. Robin Hood, Cornish saints as well. Somebody is dressed as the Saint Piran. They basically, the Hal-an-tow, the group, they move about the town of Helston. And in various different places, they put on a play, kind of a play or a show with a song, which covers like, honestly, I didn't really understand it, but it was about like St. George and the Dragon, Robin Hood, the Spanish Armada. It's just various kind of historical characters all combined into this one song. Something you hear a lot during the Hal-an-tow is a chant which goes, "Oggy, oggy, oggy, oi, oi, oi." And you might know this chant actually. Maybe you've heard this before. It's very, very popular at football games, for example. And this is a chant which originates in Cornwall. In Cornwall, we are famous for our pasties, which is a type of food. It's like our national dish. And we also call pasties oggy and oggy. So when you shout oggy, 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 it's like our national dish. And people use this chant to like celebrate being Cornish, being from Cornwall. So after all of that noise, the Hal-an-tow ends and another dance begins. This dance is the children's dance at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, the children's dance we did not go to. I did not go to the children's dance this year, but all of the schools in the town have the children dance from, I think, literally like 5 years old to 18. And they all wear white with flowers in their hair. We didn't see it this year because we went to get some food. We went to the church. Like the church has a little hall next to it, like a building, where some local women had baked homemade cakes. They were amazing. So I bought a Cornish cream tea. A cream tea is a scone, which is kind of halfway between like bread and cake. And you have it with a layer of jam and then some cream on top. And it was really, really delicious. But after the cream tea, we went to a friend's house to get ready for the midday dance. I mentioned earlier that the midday dance it's like the Lord and the Ladies dance. So everything about it is bigger and grander. In the midday dance, there are 2 bands. That's why when you see the bands go by, they have blue and black jackets. They bring in a band from a neighboring town. And all of the people dancing have to wear full top hat and tails, like a full suit, and the ladies need to wear a hat, a full-length gown, and opera gloves up to here. And this year was super exciting because my mum was in it. My mum was doing the midday dance. We have been so excited. Like for weeks, we have been planning. We have been dress shopping. We've been buying hats. I sewed her gloves, like everything was happening. It was a really, really big deal for my family. We were really excited, which is why at this point in the morning, at probably 10 a.m., we started drinking champagne. Okay. So we started early. This is some slang, but when you're drinking in the UK, you're on the lash. So we were on the lash from 10 o'clock, okay? But my mum, she looked beautiful. She was wearing this gorgeous floral gown with like a coral pink color and this amazing coral pink hat and matching gloves. She looked so beautiful. I was so excited. and she was dancing with our family friend. So for the midday dance, you dance again for about 2 hours with a break halfway. And the break happens in the garden of a nearby, it's kind of like a small manor house. It's a really grand, beautiful house in the middle of the village. So we went to the gardens to watch them. And luckily, we managed to catch everybody dancing by. So I will show you some of those clips as well. You can listen to the music. In the midday dance, there are 190 couples dancing. So these couples are split into 2 groups so that everybody can hear the band. So there's a band at the front, more dancers, another band, and more dancers. And when my mum came by, she was in the first group. I was so freaking excited. I was so excited. So you can hear me screaming. I was screaming and yelling. I was so excited. These 2 groups come together in the big garden. So when they get onto the lawn, onto the grass in the garden, they start doing a massive spiral so that everybody can fit. That lasts for a little while, but so many people were waiting in the garden. It had an amazing atmosphere. And when the dance ended for halfway, everybody was cheering. It was so nice. It was so beautiful. Now, after this moment when we had the break, my mum and the partner she was dancing with, Brett, who's probably watching, actually. Hi, Brett. My mum and her dance partner came to get some champagne, more champagne. Yeah, we had champagne and we had some food as well. Eventually, everybody leaves the garden and the dance starts again through the rest of the town. They literally dance everywhere. They go on all of the streets. They go to the bowling green. I managed to catch a video of them as they went through the memorial archway. The band leads the way with the 190 couples behind. And yeah, we just spent the rest of the afternoon in the pub. That's what you do on Florida. You just drink and have a good time and see people and dance, and it's lovely. I have to be honest, I did want to video the last dance of Florida, the 5 o'clock dance, but I was in the pub. Getting pissed. So I didn't film the last dance of the evening, but there are some amazing videos online. Everyone at this point is very, very jolly because they've been drinking. I hope you get the point here. But I just wanted to share some of this Florida event with you. It's such an amazing festival that happens in the UK, and we sadly do not have many festivals like this. Florida is a very, very special event. So if you come to Cornwall in May, definitely check out Florida on the 8th of May. I'm really interested if you have a similar festival or event in your hometown where for the whole day, the town is a party. Is there anything like that in your hometown? Write down below. Practice your English. This is a difficult thing to explain. So see if you can do it. And I will read your comments and I'll let you know if you did good. I'll let you know. But in general, that is everything. That is everything from me. It was an amazing day. That just leaves me to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.